G'day viewers, I'm going to commence installing this, continue with the restoration. I've got the chassis all nice and cleaned up. It works very well now. I just ordered a new stylus for this record player, so that should be here in a couple of weeks. It's a bit stormy. It sets a bit of hailstones come down. I'll plug all this in before I power it up. Our only live wires to be touched, especially here. That's a live feed to the record player. Alright, I'll put this auxiliary jacks back. What I might think of doing is either solder something under here. The microphone, I think's the green one, I think. The top one's microphone. Which goes, the yellow one I think is a microphone on the top. The top one's a microphone. And it's got a record playback. Runs an output or something. And it says here. I have to figure out how this wires up, but if it's how I think it is, I could still improvise something to go on these wires and make a lead that come through here into here with RCA jacks, so they can plug their Bluetooth receiver in and just utilise the auxiliary input. At least it's because I do like to listen to a lot of records too that they have, so if they can do that, listen to AM radio, and if they really won't plug an FM radio into it, or their phone, or if they really want to do, I could plug the Bluetooth receiver into the output. I think it's a headphone output, I think that works as a headphone output. I've got to verify this and look into that, but if it's a headphone output, they could also use a Bluetooth adapter to stream from this to Bluetooth speaker elsewhere in the house. So these things are not obsolete, they never are. So very nice sounding, these things. If I had more space I'd probably buy one like this myself. I do like this design though. It's quite a nice quality unit, this one. It's 1967 I think it's from. No, actually no, it'd be 1961. Because I had a one they were all transistorised. Transistor hi-fi means nothing, that's just a marketing thing at the time. But I love how space saving it is. You can put it somewhere in the house so it doesn't take that much room and it sounds good. So they're still a nice thing to have, these things. I just make sure this is all straight before I secure it all. Now where I bolt the bolts down, this is ready to go. And I can put the back on it and move on to the turntable. Sounds so damn good, this thing. I love it. Okay, well this is what I expected. The main turntable platter's alright, but this one, this tyre's good. This motor though, yeah, it's stiff. This is a good quality turntable, this one, so I wouldn't mind finding something with this in it myself actually. If I find another radiogram similar, cheap, has a turntable like this, I'll probably grab it. Oh my god. That motor will have to be pulled apart. That old grease has to come out. Pop this clip out to get this record changer gear out. Oh my god, that's stuck. Now all this has to be freed when you buy an old record player. This is just, the grease just turns to glue. It just happens. It's common. But the best thing you can do, you just be careful, because this is a very fortunate one where it's not completely seized. The looks like bloody super glue. It ain't grease. Don't even smell like grease anymore. The old BSR I've got, this is stiff too. All that has to be cleaned out and lubricated. So we're going to take this out, clean up inside of alcohol, 100% preferable to get all that off, then re-lubricate it. As a case of the BSRs, they seize up even harder than this one does. This is probably the easiest seized turntable I've come across. The selector works good. Leave it off, I'm not going to turn it on because I don't want to risk burning that motor out. Oh, that is hard to turn. Stiff, so I'm going to have to clean all this up with alcohol. That's for the tone arm thing. You can see here, it pops back. This drops the record automatically. So that all works good. That's the important part. That all needs to be lubricated. Part of this mechanism is reliant on this heavy turntable platter. It's a flywheel, and it relies on that for all this mechanism to work smoothly. I know the BSR one I've got, it kind of struggles on the 33 RPM setting. It's like it's not heavy enough. So all this has to come out. I get the alcohol and we'll start cleaning up these bearings. I might have to get that motor out and take the bearings apart carefully and clean it, because that old grease definitely has to come out before I put fresh stuff in for long-term reliability. Otherwise, you use it one day, a week later, it'll be seized again. So for reliability, we're going to pull it all apart, clean everything with alcohol, and put fresh new lubricant in it all to make it long-term, reliable for another 60 years. I do love this turntable. An AT6 model. So yeah, the Garrards are a damn nice turntable. If you want something more modern that's like a Garrard, go for a Thorens, or a one you can buy made today is a Linn, L-I-N-N, but that will set you back like 2 or 3 grand. Beautiful precision pieces of engineering.
Security is being mistaken for a behavioural
As you can see, pull this motor apart carefully. In the bottom shell of this motor bearing, there is a ball bearing that this shaft sits on top of and spins on top of a ball. It just sits on there. Do not lose that. So that sits inside a little sleeve bearing, which what's in here. This particular sleeve bearing is seized on the shaft. It's the whole thing spinning in the felt pad inside this assembly. That's not supposed to happen. That bearing is dried out and welded to the shaft. It's turned to glue. The back bearing is okay. I'll clean this up and re-lubricate it. But this front one's hard to get off, so I'm going to have to be very careful here. Pull this out of out. You do not want to just pull on it, because if this bearing pulls out of here, you damage this end of it. That's the end of it. It is coaxing off carefully. What I might do is put a bit of silicone spray in it on the shaft, just to help ease it off. Clean up the excess there, make a bit of a mess. Put a silicone spray on there, it's nice and smooth. Now just carefully pull it off.
Invictus Games athletes and their support teams will travel around.
I can't pull much harder than that, but it is coming off.
And travel to and from events.
You don't want to push too hard on this shaft.
The embassy in Canberra has apologised.
It's getting easier. Oh, there we go. It's off.
Invitation for a cat pyjama.
That is sticky as.
Turning to Sport
Bloody hell.
Captain Tim
It's like this thing was with sodium silicate for cash for clankers or something. That's all good now. I'll get some alcohol. And I'm going to clean up all this and redo it all. We need lubricate. Lubricant probably is 3-in-1 Star Machine oil. 3-in-1 oil is recommended.
Defensively ahead of Friday's NBL rematch with Adelaide.
This silicone sprays, it will work, but it's just it's a bit messy.
With the Colts owners wary of his.
And it's not long term anyway. It's something you've got to use all the time. If you want something more long term, use 3-in-1 oil, which I'll go and get.
For the Mallee, severe weather warning tonight. Tomorrow, cloudy with high chance of rain. Mildura, Robinvale, Oyen, 20.
That shaft is beautiful now. Oh, that is good.
Tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow. High chance of rain.
That's what sort of motor you want in the turntable. This thing has been precision balanced. It's not just a Chinese motor, and it just works. It's been balanced. You can set of drill bits out to balance it, to minimise noise and vibrations.
21. Thursday.
This thing is a very good record play.
Mostly sunny, 32. Overnight in Sunraysia, a low of 16.
Another day's almost done. On the Calder or
Okay, let's go get the 3-in-1 oil, which is here. I'm going to go inside and get it.
Sunraysia's River, 1467.
Okay.
Rich history, food and wine.
This motor spins. That spins epically now. There's some momentum in that.
Enjoy in Mildura. Commodore.
Feels more like an industrial 3-phase motor with a flywheel on it.
This diverse culture for a brief stay or a getaway.
See there, that play is why it's important to have that ball bearing underneath that to take up no wear at all. That's why there's plenty of oil in that. That spins very nice. I'm going to clean this up with alcohol, because the oils are not good for that little idler tyre there. On the bottom of that, we've got the voltage selector taps for 110, 130 volt line in America, for example. Then we've got the 230 to 250 volt line for Australia. That's kind of interesting. The frequency though. As long as the frequency is 50 hertz, the motor will spin the same.
Serial number AG.
That's a very good quality motor, that. I'm going to put it all back in and run this turntable now. Lubricate the rest of it, and we'll give it a couple of cycles, just with nothing on it, because I've got to get a needle for it before I can test it, which is on order. Okay, I got this out. This sort of thing here spins on the rivet if you force it. So do not force it if it is seized. It will spin on that rivet, and this thing will be loose and unreliable. This thing I had to heat it up with the MAP gas briefly, stages, and just push it out carefully in stages. Don't heat this metal up too much because it will melt easily. So that's the only way to get these things to free up, to get them apart, to clean them and re-lubricate them, is to heat them up. Don't force anything. So that's nice and freed. Under there's all clean. I'm going to re-lubricate all this and put it all back in. It's ready to be reassembled and cleaned. Bit of oil in there. Really, a little roller goes in, not too much, that's plenty. Just a little film is all you want. Anyway, I'll put that on there. Okay, that works. The toner moves, goes around. Back in neutral position. Okay, that's all good to go. Okay, it's all back together. Works quite well now. All lubricated. All works very well, so I'll test it when I get the cartridge now, or the needle for that head shell. Like the head shell inside at the moment, to match the new stylus up to it. Anyway, come up quite well so far. Thanks for watching.